exhale. And you know what's interesting about that?
Don't share that. Don't cut a clip from that, us doing that, okay? I know it's not me.
My name is Shelton.
Hi, I'm Chef Andre Rush. I'm also a retired military, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and even the Coast Guard. We're all one team and one family. Memorial Day is a day of honoring those who served in the military, who lost their lives. You're honoring them. It's in memory, Memorial Day, that made us who we are today.
Wow. And do you have a book coming out about your adventures?
The book is called Call Me Chef, Damn It, and the cookbook is coming right afterwards. Call me Chef.
Holy shit.
Chef, damn it.
With those biceps, I wouldn't argue with them. I'll call you whatever you want me to call you. Yes, sir. All right, so anyway, Chef and I have so many things in common, and we thought we'd get together for this Memorial Day for suicide prevention and to acknowledge mental health and how big that is. You know, for myself, working with so many patients, and you see it, and I think in this country and around the world, as a matter of fact, there's not enough resources for mental health, and to be able to give people resources to be able to deal with mental illness and stuff like that. You know?
And that is absolutely correct. And there's this huge stigma with mental health, PTSD, suicide ideation, to abuse, to sexual assault, to just bullying. It is very toxic. And that is a part of that mental break that we have in this day and age that a lot of people are not familiar with it, that don't know about. But you have to think about that in so many different perspectives. A whole entire month of May every year is mental health awareness. The whole entire month.
So being in clinical practice now for over 20 years now, the leading cause of death and disease according to Chinese medicine is emotional trauma. What a lot of people don't realize and recognize is that emotional trauma actually gets stuck in the different internal organs and tissues of the body. So that old saying, the issues are in the tissues, is really the truth. But the other thing too is that, different emotions actually will attack different organs. Like for example, anger, hatred, resentment, old anger will attack your liver and your gallbladder. And we see all kinds of inflammatory diseases. In fact, depression, when somebody comes in with depression, we actually will treat the liver, which affects the blood of the heart, which then affects the brain. So it's a different way of the physiology of the body to look at how we treat the symptoms.
Understand that trauma doesn't have to be something saying, oh yeah, I had a trauma where I had a car accident, or I was in Iraq, or I was doing. It could be in your household, as he said. It could be someone saying something hateful to you each and every day. If I say it's okay not to be okay, to get to be okay, then it's okay for that, right? You got to understand that's okay. You know?
Okay.
That,
I love that.
I know you can follow it really, but you understood what I was saying. And the end result is that we're all in this together, right? So this day Memorial Day, we're talking about all these different things, and we're giving homage to the ones who have served, but also we want to give homage not only to the military, but every day is Memorial Day. Every day is your birthday. Every day you wake up. Every say, oh, my birthday's today. No, your birthday's every day that it happens. Don't give homage for that very day, Valentine's Day or Mother's Day or something, because you never know when something may happen or something may end. So you got to think about that and live for the day. Always being grateful. And remember what Chris just said, your body, like your kidneys, your livers, your lungs, your heart, that big heart that you have inside is your daily worth and value. And every day, don't take it for granted, because tomorrow may not be promised, just like the day not be. So use it to your best and then just impact other people like he has impacted me.
And vice versa. Yeah, and the other thing about you, Chef, too, is you do, 2,222 push-ups a day, right? You want to talk about that a little bit? I think that's remarkable.
So I do 2,222 push-ups a day. And I'll say this to you because I've been challenged so many times on this, it's redundant. Someone said to me, I just did a 60-second doc where I did 2,222 push-ups. And someone said to me, Chef, if somebody says your push-ups are not full range, don't even worry about it. Even if they did halfway, it's still 1,200 push-ups. And I said to them is that I don't care. It's not a competition. It's a cause. It's a reason. It's a statement. You know, so push-ups is for 22 vets commit suicide a day. But we're going to caveat that we're doing 2,222. And of course, I don't do it on a weekend. And sometimes if I'm traveling, I'm overworked, whatever, I may even skip a few days and so forth. It doesn't even matter. The reason is I still get down and I still do it. I tell people, don't try to do 2,222 push-ups. Do 2 push-ups. And you know what? The part about mine is it's therapy for me. When people said to me also, because it's passion to me, they said, how is doing push-ups going to save lives? It doesn't save anyone. Your action saves lives. Your meaning, being right here today, it saves lives, right? It's the same thing. I'll break it down even more simpler for them. I'll say they did the ALS challenge, right? They'll dump some water on somebody's head, and it got viral, and everybody and their mother did. Right? Literally, everybody and their mother. Oprah to every celebrity, every star. Also, what you see right now, you don't have it on, but she has one. It's pink. Oh, yeah. We walk for cancer. We run for cancer. What is walking for cancer or running for cancer going to do? It's the meaning behind it. When people look at this who have no hope, who are hurting, have that complex where they think they're 100% alone, and they see somebody giving homage to them, and they say, thank you, I needed that today. You saved my life today for doing something that nobody else would do, or saying something that nobody else would say to me, even if it's not directly. We're talking to everyone. It's not all about the military, about women, about kids, about every demographics in this world, and not even in the United States, every country out there.
And, you know, just like in the military, you have your support team, right? You have to have your support team, and being able to talk about it. There's no shame in expressing how you feel. There's no shame to say, hey, I need help. I can't do this on my own. And we need to really take that time out to be able to do this. One of the other things that I recommend to do, and because also we teach for the Special Olympics, thanks to Maria Shriver, that performed Qigong at the World Games in 2015. And right after that, what happened was that they started a Healthy Athlete Strong Minds program, for which my wife and I, Parisa, are clinical directors from California. And it's to give these ancient practices to the athletes, coaches, and the families, right, to deal with stress. But more importantly, with people with intellectual disabilities, a lot of people don't realize that they actually have a shorter lifespan. And the things that we take for granted, like teeth or vision, those kinds of things, they go without. So we are blessed enough to be able to share these Qigong practices. Yeah, there's 3 practices, okay? The first one is people will say, Chris, I can't meditate. And what I tell them is that if you could worry, you can meditate. Because what you're doing is you're taking a negative situation and you're playing it over and over and over again in your head. That's meditation, right? So, but if you do have a hard time or think you have a hard time, you know what? It starts off with one conscious breath. One conscious breath. What does that mean? As you inhale, filling up the abdomen, exhale. During that one conscious breath, it's impossible for your mind, for your brain to think of anything. You can't think of anything during that conscious breath. So it starts out with one conscious breath, then you make it 2 conscious breaths. The other thing, talk about road rage and those kinds of things, somebody flips you off or, says something mean to you at CVS or something like that, or at the grocery store. The next one is that shake it off, like the Taylor Swift song. Yeah.
Shake it off?
Yeah. Because we're the only animal or mammal on land that does not shake it off when something happens to us. Think about it. If the dog is happy to see you, that dog will shake from head to toe. If that dog is angry, that dog will shake from head to toe. 2 ducks get into a fight. The fight lasts a few seconds. They swim away. The first thing they do, they flap their wings. Why? Because they're conscious enough to know that vibration's in the body. Now, they may not know it's anger or worry or fear or whatever, but they know there's that vibration in there. And it's very simple. I'm not going to have you do it with me, Chef. All right? So the key here is that you have to relax. You have to relax. If you try to shake it off and you're like this, you're going to probably throw something out. Then you're going to be calling me, making an appointment because you threw out your back or something like that. So the key is that you have to start off with the fingers and we're going to inhale all the way up the body and then exhale. There we go, yeah. And do it a couple more times. Inhale and exhale. All right, last one. Inhale and exhale. And you know what's interesting about that?
Don't share that. Don't cut a clip from that of doing that, okay? I know it's not me.
The Chi guy made me do it.
You know what's interesting about doing that practice is that if you have somebody or a situation that's upset you or whatever, you stop. You may have to do that shaking off several times throughout the day. But you know what? Even though the thought may still be in your head of what had happened, what we're after is getting out the vibration. Because one of the common things that we're hearing in Western medicine right now is inflammation, all these inflammatory diseases. For more information on suicide prevention, or if you need help, where you can go to get that help.